So I just wanted to shoot a quick video demonstrating an attempt at offline React Native Meteor apps. What I've got here is just the basic links example for Meteor. So all you would do here, type in a title, a URL, and you can add that link. Basically, I've got the exact same thing going on here on the React Native side, listing the title, the URL, and the connection status of the Meteor server. So as we can see right now, we're actually connected to Meteor. If I go ahead and press this plus sign, we can see that on both the web and the React Native app, that link was added to the example. So the goal here was to try and figure out how to make Meteor data that's coming in via a subscription available offline. So right now, if I go ahead and kill this app, we can see that the data is still here. It's disconnected from the Meteor server because there's not one running, but everything's working from inside the app. The problem arises when we actually go ahead and refresh the app. You can see that now that we're refreshed, none of the data is there, and that's no good if you're a user and you're connected while you're trying to use the app when you're not when you don't have an internet connection. So the goal here was to actually fix this issue. If I go ahead and restart the Meteor server, we can see that all the data populates again once this connection status is true, and the subscription goes ahead and fetches that data and it's returned from the publication. So here, the blog post actually outlines how this all works and how to set up this React Native Meteor offline stuff. But basically, all you would theoretically have to add to your app is this initialize Meteor offline to your app, and then once that's there, we can see that in this top left corner, a bunch of actions are being dispatched. And what's happening is Redux is working behind the scenes to, whenever data is added, removed, or changed via DDP, which are 3 DDP messages that are related to the pub sub system that Meteor runs on top of. And whenever those happen, we'll actually copy that data to our Redux store. That way, the mini Mongo cache has the data, and that's what we're actually using to display it. And then we're also copying that to a Redux store. And the reason we're copying it to the Redux store is to leverage the Redux persist library. And what that's going to allow us to do, just dismiss that. You can see we're connected, everything works exactly the same as it would when we're not using this library. The difference arises when we actually go and kill the Meteor server. Also, we'll clear out this console. And we can see that all the data is here again. The difference happens when we actually refresh the app. When we refresh it, you can see none of those messages came through that DDP was the added or removed or changed. The only message action that's coming through is this persist rehydrate, which is what Redux persist is using to actually rehydrate our Redux store. And because we were copying all of that data to Redux initially, and as it was being added, we're able to basically initialize this Redux store and then the mini Mongo cache with the data that was added the last time the user used the app. You can see over here we still haven't had this DDP connection, since actually refreshing this app. I'll go ahead and restart the app again, and you can see again, since none of that data was removed, it's still there and the user still has a valuable experience.